This conference will now be recorded.
If the clerk would please call roll.
Chair Hildebrand,
Present.
Vice Chair Chapel,
Here.
Councilor Orpesa,
Here.
Councilor Corn, Councilor Marbujo.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Next item is if I can get someone to make a motion to approve the agenda for today's meeting.
Motion to approve the agenda for today's meeting.
I have a motion by Co-Chair Chapel and a second by Councilor Corn. Those in favor, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same, being done, so moved. Next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. If I can have a motion on that, please.
Mr. Chairman, we approve the minute.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilor Corn, a second by Co-Chair Chapel to approve the minutes from the previous meeting. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same, being done, so moved. Next item is a non-action item. Ms. Bell, Safety Department report.
Good afternoon. You all are having a great afternoon. I will tell you that we had 20 accidents and incidents in the month of May, with a total of 3 motor vehicle accidents, one of those being a third-party cause. I'm sorry, that's 2 of those being third-party cause. Let's back up a minute. 5 motor vehicle accidents, with 2 of those being third-party cause. We had property damage of 6 incidents, with 2 of those being third-party cause. One of those did happen to be the police department, where it was a water line, fresh water line break. And then we had illnesses and injuries. We had 6, 2 from the fire, police, and the zoo all had 2. And with 2 of those being third-party caused. We are at 20 total, with 7 accidents, incidents being third-party caused, which gave us a total of 13, which is 13 too many, but we're working on it. Any questions? I stand for any questions.
The trend is staying the same.
We're actually increasing. We're working on a 6-month plan for increasing training and making sure that all of our people, and that'll help too, because during the heat of the day, if we need to get them out of the heat, we can put them into training and still have value added for them. And as well as in the winter when it's cold, we also try to do that, get them out of the cold.
Yeah. Well, hats off to our city employees working out in this heat.
Yes, sir.
Extremely.
Asphalt for cement, and that it can increase 15 or more degrees of heat in them. So if it's 105, we're now at 100. Yes, sir. 120, 125.
Yeah.
So we just want to make sure that we have all of our people taken care of.
Yep. Good. Thank you. Any questions for Ms. Bell?
Thank you.
Thank you. Community development. Ms. Vickers, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Business license for the month of May, 17, 19 home occupations, 78 commercial. Renewals were a little bit less. Did you all get a copy of the report?
It was the one on your,
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
Okay, so it is issue document didn't convert to PDF, so it'll come online. For permits issued, there were 169 permits for the month of May. Both of those were additions and alterations. 11 new building permits for residential construction. 7 is for French Brothers homes going up in the Oak. 12 commercial new construction. Again, sometimes that number is a bit misleading because you've got electrical, plumbing, and mechanical wrapped in there. So don't think there were actually 12 new businesses. There were not. So I have that breakdown there. And I think I included a copy of the last newspaper report that was in here also. I just submitted another one, should maybe go out this weekend. But the gas station, obviously, that's underway, Murphy's, Hot Works, our new infrared fitness studio, Dream Center, Church on the Move Dream Center, Firehouse Subs, and a new daycare on East College. And again, a new report should maybe go out in the newspaper this weekend. I've asked, it's very small, but a couple of the things were Jimmy John's and not Jimmy John's, Jersey Mike's, and also one people have asked about was the new HTO. So I asked the newspaper to put that out. Haven't heard back, so there's only 4 updates. I don't know if we'll get it in there or not, but that's what's going on with us. I stand for questions.
Any questions of Ms. Vickers?
Just a reminder, the newspaper does what the newspaper does.
And there,
Yeah.
I don't always get communication back from the being published.
Write that down.
No, I respectfully, I do not submit them to her. No call.
It went to the town manager, who that was a police officer.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the same thing that I just got.
Well, it was also a holiday weekend, so probably wasn't the best weekend for about it.
Okay. Any further questions, comments? Thank you, Ms. Vickers. Human Resources, Ms. Montano.
Thank you. I too have handouts.
Let me guess what it is.
It's a monthly report. Thank you so much.
It's good. Oh, he's not a member of the committee, he doesn't get.
Oh, no, I'm not a member.
Well, I didn't say you, I never said you were a member, I just said you need to make a move.
You just gotta know who's important, who's not. Is that all right, Bobby? Got a strong callback.
You learn really quick.
He's anti-sloppy. Yeah.
Just make sure you're using another accident.
Be Thursday, almost TGIF. So wanted to go through the June HR monthly report. And it will reflect the details of activity for May. So for May, the city hired 24 new employees. We had 6 promotions and 12 exits. Our turnover rate for the month of May is 1.52, so we saw a significant drop in turnover during the month of May in consideration or comparison to the month before. It dropped significantly. For the year, so far, our turnover rate is 11.8% to 12%, so tracking very well in line with what the traditional turnover or attrition that you would expect for this time of the year, averaging it right at under 12%. And our vacancy rate for the year to date is 10%. I stand for questions.
I know what's missing in our packet. I was the new hire, the schedule of the individuals. The new hires, the counselor or patient always likes to see that. I didn't see it in my packet.
It wasn't there.
So is it the vacancy report?
No, it's,
There's a list of new employees and the ones that are exiting by name.
By name. Okay, I will definitely email that information out to you.
yeah, you just make that part of your standard.
Sure. I apologize. The standard report that was provided with this was the vacancy report. So I'm sure to add that to the report.
Chairman,
Yeah.
do you have an organizational structure chart, or do you guys have one that?
We do not. My understanding is that that's been under works for quite some time.
Really?
Mike, is there something that you can?
City manager is currently.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes, my understanding is.
Okay. No problem, but it's work in progress, in process.
Tell you, I learned a week or two ago that Tyler actually may be able to assist us in creating that org report, and we're working with IT right now to fine tune whether or not that is a system or a tool that we can utilize for an organizational report versus creating something manually. So if we were to come in.
Yeah, give those guys in IT to use AI and pull that thing together. A database and it'll do it. So,
Absolutely. They're meeting at.
Pretty good, how are you?
All inclusively.
it's something that we've asked for some time, and we just haven't seen that product. And I think it's an important item that we look at because of all the positions. And I said this, say it again like a broken record, that we've budgeted for 690 positions.
190.
Yeah, and the city 10 years ago had 545 positions. And we need to see as a council what all those positions are. Even though we budgeted for them, but we need to look at those and see.
Okay.
I mean, you may think that's micromanaging, but it's not. It's a budget issue.
Well, I can actually provide not only the report that you referenced, I can also provide a report of the entire organization.
That's what we need. And we don't need names. We do not need names. We need positions.
Okay.
And whether positions are filled
Okay.
or unfilled. That's what we don't care about the names.
Okay. Just titles,
Titles.
organizations,
Yeah.
and open positions.
And yeah, broken down by departments.
Okay. Okay.
Why don't we do that for the August finance committee?
Absolutely.
You hate on the agenda.
Yeah, that would be
We'll put it on this committee right here because I asked for it. So we'll put it on this committee and go ahead with it. So it'll be ready whenever, next meeting, you think it'll be
Yes.
ready? We'll be ready next.
You just gotta know the financial implications, so.
So,
We can provide it at both if you would like.
doesn't matter. I just want to see it.
If we do both, you'll cover more of the city council members.
Yeah, you get almost everybody.
Okay.
So,
Make sure that that's included in both of the next.
Okay.
okay.
Thanks, Molly.
Okay.
Any other questions? Ms. Martinez or our city clerk?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. We, business as usual, agenda is all about, we've had a lot of IPRAs. The city clerk has, as of the date of this report, we had 48 new and 49 closed. PDRCC had 2 open, 3 new and 5 closed. And PD 168, which equals 160. And year to date, we have 330. I stand for questions.
Does she have her deputy badge? Okay. That's important.
Inspection, gotta do inspection.
That's it. Any questions? Thank you, Madam Clerk. Go to the regular item, which is RFP 24-009, which is the second posting of the Air Service Development and Consulting Services. Ms. Priego. Yeah.
Here, stating to ask you to consider recommending approval to award the recommendation of RFP 24-009. Second posting, Air Service Development and Services, and authorize the city manager to enter into a contract with Star Consulting at Frisco. If you remember, the first time we only received 1 proposal. This time we did receive 3. We picked on May 5th. We received 3 proposals. The evaluation committee met and completed the review, and it was their recommendation to award this project to Star with the terms to be negotiated by the city manager. This will come out of the Air Services. And just for your, it is $5,000 for his services. These reports we will receive monthly. but it does have competitive rates, performance indicators, market review, leakage. This is something we did not receive from our consultant. So he's on board. He'd like to start providing this service July.
Are you completely satisfied with those reports and that it's going to be a usable product for you? That's the important thing, is it's a usable product for you.
And he keeps in touch with what's going on with the appropriations in Washington. He's provided John and I some information regularly, the appropriation bills and what they contain, and kind of helps us out. But we don't have to read it all. It kind of gives us some ideas.
Okay, good. Good. Something you haven't been receiving.
Yes.
Any questions of Ms. Greco? Councilor Klein?
So, not for her necessarily, she might know the answers. So this is not an award of the RFP, is that correct?
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
It is an award.
Why don't we have an RFP in our packet?
I didn't have it at the time when I submitted the proposal.
Chairman, you can't give the RFP till it's been awarded. That's procurement. You can give the recommendation, you can give the scores, but you can't give the actual RFP.
Will this then come to the finance for approval of any monetary amount next week?
So to bring.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mr. Chair, the contract isn't signed. The contract with,
Oh,
there's
I understand now.
a monetary amount hasn't been placed on this RFP.
Right.
There's nothing to.
And it still has to come to full council for approval.
It's got to come to finance, may need to come back here, I don't know.
And it's not coming back here.
Okay.
Councilor Chapel.
Councilor, Chair, I do need to start this due to a conflict with employment.
So let the record show that Councilor Chapel has recused himself from this issue due to his employment.
It's too cool for school, some people. How is it for?
At least he's employed.
Yeah.
You go there.
So, any further discussion? Bring in a motion?
One of those guys down their turn, he and I've already made one each, so.
Not even looking that way.
Look away. One of them's trying to pretend like he's not even here. Who that is?
Okay, Mr. Chair, I move for recommending RFP 24-009 second posting for air service development consulting services to award recommendation and consulting services authorized by the city manager and authorize the city manager to enter into a contract with Agstar Group Consulting of Frisco, Texas.
Good job.
So they have a motion and a second. Motion by Councilor Opesa, a second by Councilor Marujo to approve the RFP 24-009 to be sent.
You want to send it to finance?
Not till they get it all done. Have a
What the council approves, it is done.
Well, no, so that'd be the award. The issue is that there's no monetary amount attached. So if we negotiate 55K, it would stay internal. If it's 60 or more, it would go to.
I have no problem sending it to consent.
Send it to where?
Consent.
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 Okay, any further discussion? Favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Oh, same, being none, so moved 4-0. Next item we have to discuss is going into closed session.
Mr. Chairman, if I might, we got another meeting first.
Yeah.
Could we skip that temporarily and go to the other items? And then we can close down because everybody's got to leave.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
It's what, we put it on both agendas, just depending on however the timing works.
Okay.
So we will make a motion, to remove item.
No, I just temporarily recess that item.
Got a motion to temporarily suspend is the word, what is your? Oh, it's.
Good question.
I think it's a temporary
You
suspension.
don't got your Robert's rules on file?
Can I just ask a question, a clarification? If it's in both agendas
Yeah.
and we don't have full council here, why not address it during the special session?
As you said, it'll start in 9 minutes.
You just want to remove
We
it?
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have full council. Enough. We'll have a.
Oh, quorum. Sitting in the room right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think, in my opinion, I think we should all the members that can be available.
Yeah.
Okay.
One more. We got 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I moved to delete it from the agenda.
Leave from our agenda. Yeah.
Delete it. I can't talk about one that hasn't been called yet.
Yeah. So we got a motion to move to delete item number 6.
Yep.
Motion to delete.
To delete it.
Second.
Any further discussion? So we shall, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same, being none, so moved. Okay, we will move on because I have no comments or reports or announcements unless Counselor has any. Nope. Okay. Public participation. Shocking. Shocking.
What? Move on quick before she changes her mind.
Do it now.
Do you have laryngitis? Okay, there being no public comment, we shall move to adjourn. Meeting adjourned. You know, it's, Lance, you know, it's always about timing. Life is about timing. Now we'll go into